Alright, what's going on, guys? Delta, welcome back to another video. And real quick, today I wanted to go on another rant about these royalty guns and these new guns that they're coming out and stuff. So a while back, you remember that I did a rant about the royalty guns when they first released, when they first even announced them. We thought they were these amazing guns and stuff, and that video did really well. And I don't really expect this video to do just as well as that one, but I do want it to at least get out there and let me explain a couple things that are on my mind about this thing. So, you guys know that we're getting the new STG, we're getting this SO or SVD or whatever it's called, and we're getting a blunderbuss and stuff like that. So, I was reading over Twitter, you know, usually I go on Twitter to keep up with news and stuff like that about Call of Duty for you guys, you know, and I was looking at it, and all of a sudden I realized that they tweet out this thing, and it says, in order to earn the base variant for these weapons coming out, you have to pull them in a supply drop. It could be regular or advanced, and I was like, wait a second, what? Like, you have, in order to get this base weapon of the gun, a standard variant, it has its own stats, it has no plus or minus, it's just regular stats as the gun comes. You can't even get the base variant until you unlock these in a supply drop. Now, what do you guys think about that? Honestly, I think it's really stupid, because if you really think about it, say you get the blunderbuss in a supply drop, right? You're so excited to get this gun, but little do you know that this gun absolutely sucks. But how are you supposed to know that? Because you didn't get to try it out in the base variant. So if this thing has +1 damage, you don't know if that's good or bad for the gun, actually. I know +1 damage always sounds like it's good, but sometimes it can be bad for a gun. Now, I really do think that it is stupid that they still haven't changed the royalty versions. They just came out with brand new ones. Like the Pytech is the exploit, or the royalty Pytech is now like the Pytech exploit, and just all this other stuff, man. It is really stupid, and I really wish they would change it. So advice to them would just be to just change it, man. Even if it's, you know, instead of +1 damage, you -1 damage. You know, people will realize and recognize that and say, holy shit, you know what? They actually changed something. They actually made a difference and didn't just keep it the same gun. People notice this stuff. There are people in the community that look at the little things in video games, you know. They look at the little, you know, the little textures that you add onto the game. They add and see if you up the contrast or down the brightness. People pay attention to that stuff. So when you don't make changes to a gun, they're going to be the first ones to point you out and say, holy shit, man, you screwed up and you didn't make these stats different. What the hell, man? So I can't even be excited. The only reason people get excited for these royalty guns is because they have an extra like ammo reserve, and because they have the purple camo on it. Now they can just honestly just release the purple camo, and we put that purple camo on our elite guns. Now this whole rant pretty much was for the new guns coming out, and then they said they're even coming out with more guns later on, and that's okay, but just release a base variant for them, and you got to be able to try these guns out, man. These guns can be complete ass, but we'll never know because we won't get them until we pull a supply drop. And I can't even tell you how many times I have opened supply drops. I think I've opened at least 90 or maybe 100 since those SAC 3 or the SAC 1.5 and stuff came out. I've only gotten one, and it was an enlisted variant, man. That was it, and I still haven't gotten the base variant of it. I don't even know if you have to unlock that in supply drops or not, but it's just going to be stupid. They should have a base variant of every gun, and it's all three of them. It's not just one that you have to get in order to unlock the base variant. It's all of them you have to get in a supply drop. It doesn't matter if it's enlisted, professional, elite, royalty, whatever it is. You have to get one in a supply drop in order to unlock the base variant for it. And who knows, Sledgehammer's game may glitch, and you won't even get the base variant of it. The base variant might be better than any of the versions, not virgins, that come with that gun. You never know. So I'm really curious how they're going to do this. I really wish they would release base variants for these guns. I don't know why they wouldn't. That's absolutely stupid in my opinion. That's more of a marketing kind of standpoint. They want you to buy more supply drops and buy more, you know, things in order to get these, because you're like, man, I still haven't gotten it. Let me spend 40 bucks again. Oh man, I still haven't gotten it. Let me spend 50 bucks again. You know, they just keep going. So it does kind of suck. But then again, it is smart on their part. But I really would like to see, you know, just base variants, just so we could try out the guns. The STG 4 or 74, 44, whatever it may be, can be complete ass, but you won't even know because they don't have a base variant of it. They only have the good variants and stuff, and you have to actually get that in order to try it. So I know it was a little bit of a rant video, but it does kind of make sense. You guys got to be on a level here with me and say, you know, it does kind of stink that they don't just give us a base variant. For all the guns in this game, they've given us a base variant. The Ohm, the AE4, but then they started with this advanced supply drops, and then they stopped and said, oh, you have to get in supply drops now in order to get the base variants. So it does kind of suck, man, but then again, it's smart on their part. But in the same breath, you know, it just really does suck because you don't know. These 3 guns coming out can be complete ass, but you'll never know because they don't have base variants. And when the SAC 1.5 first came out, I was super confused. I was like, how the hell do I try out this gun? And then somebody finally 2 days later said to me, they're like, listen, bro, you have to get it in a supply drop in order to unlock the base variant. So I was like, okay, I got a variant, and I didn't even get the base version. So I feel like that's how it's going to be with this time around. I really hope not, but I have a good feeling that they're just going to mess it up somehow. I honestly do, and I hope not because these guns look pretty sick. So, but I really hope they would just release base variants for it because that'd be the smartest thing so people can try out these guns and see how they work. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of what I talked about today down in the comments below. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like on it and make sure to share this with your friends and stuff, and maybe even tweet Sledgehammer with this video on it, man. See if they even watch this video or see if they can, like, you know, just take this video into consideration and stuff. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys, and it's been Delta, and I'm signing out.